Oh, it's a good time of year. College basketball heats up as we get into the conference play. I'm Dave Morris alongside the man who knows OSU basketball, John Helsley. Thanks for your time today, John. OSU at Kansas. Last year was a big win for the Cowboys to go up to Lawrence. What can we expect this year?
Well, the Cowboys would hopefully expect more of the same. It was a big game for them a year ago. It was a breakthrough game for them on the road. They hadn't won a lot of road games, had been on a road losing streak. They won there, and then it sort of turned their season around. They won 4 more road games, finished with a plus record in the league. So here they go up there again this year. These two teams were the co-favorites in the preseason coaches poll. They're about to get it on.
Kansas, they've already picked up 2 huge road wins. For the rest of the conference, they got to be looking at this game going, somebody needs to go up to Lawrence and get a win, right?
Absolutely, and you're right. They won at Iowa State last night, the Jayhawks did, Monday night I should say, and that was a big breakthrough because Iowa State was ahead of them in the rankings. They were number 8 in the rankings, so it was considered an upset. I don't know how big of an upset it was because it was Kansas. But if you're going to win this league, you've got to win some road games. A win at Kansas for OSU would be huge.
We've seen some marquee teams this year, such as Kansas and Duke, with a young roster, take some lumps early, but they also have big-name coaches and big-name programs and experience. You sort of expect them to be playing well at this time of the year.
Absolutely, and Kansas is one of those teams. They had a very difficult non-conference schedule. They took some lumps, 4 losses, already this year, but they had this young group of guys. I think 3 of their players are projected to be lottery picks in the draft. Andrew Wiggins is the guy that everybody knows. Joel Embiid's a 7-footer who's playing great right now. And so those young guys are finally starting to mesh. You knew Bill Self was going to do this with this team, and they're really playing good basketball right now.
One last question for you. Health of the Cowboys, and how does that affect them against Kansas?
With the exception of Michael Cobbins, who's done for the season with that ruptured Achilles, Cowboys are in good shape physically. They're going to have to go up there and shoot the ball well. They're going to have to play physical and aggressive and really get tough inside because Kansas is a bigger team than them. But other than Cobbins, they're in pretty good shape.
But this is a pretty good test for the Cowboys to go into a hostile environment because, let's face it, it's a tournament team with big aspirations. It's a good test for them for some action in March.
Absolutely. It's a big test. And, the other thing to consider, the last time they were there, Dave, Marcus Smart had a great game, did the backflip on the Kansas Jayhawk logo. So I'm sure the Jayhawks will be looking for a little Marcus Smart as well.
They'll remember him. All right, John Helsley dropping the knowledge here on OSU Cowboy basketball. You can follow him every day in the Oklahoman. Also online at newsok.com.